Even though we're going to have to fight a legal battle, the battle is worth having.
Pittsburgh Mayor Bill Peduto is preparing for challenges to gun control legislation that was approved by City Council today. Now the bill is headed to the mayor's desk to be signed into law. And when that happens, gun rights groups like the NRA are expected to launch a legal battle. Ralph Iannotti spoke with the mayor tonight about what comes next. Ralph.
Yeah, thanks very much, Susan. Tonight, the mayor had a lot to say about these new gun measures. One thing is certain, it's clear the mayor is not backing down one bit as he faces the prospect of a likely court challenge to the bill's constitutionality.
6 ayes, 3 nays.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. The bills then, having received the legally required number of votes, have finally passed.
Pittsburgh City Council Tuesday morning gave approval to stricter gun laws. They were first proposed after last year's mass shooting at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Squirrel Hill, which claimed 11 lives. Among other weapons, the gunman was armed with an AR-15 rifle. The measure would place restrictions on military-style weapons, ban the use of armor-piercing ammunition and high-capacity magazines, and permit temporary seizure of guns from someone who's determined to be a danger either to themselves or others. Hours after the vote, and after a brief ceremony in the lobby of the City-County building, Mayor Bill Peduto says he's ready for a court fight involving gun advocates, which include the NRA.
We're not surprised about the lawsuit. We anticipated it, and we look forward to the next part of this challenge, which will be through the court system.
When do you expect to sign it?
I haven't set a date yet.
After the stricter gun measures were approved by Pittsburgh City Council, the NRA sent out a press release saying it was backing city residents in filing a lawsuit against Pittsburgh, challenging sections of the new legislation related to loaded magazines. But in fact, the lawsuit cannot be filed until the measure is officially signed into law by the mayor. And Mayor Peduto offered assurances tonight to city residents that they will not be burdened with any lawsuit-related costs.
Even if there was a cost to taxpayers, which there won't be, but even if there was, the cost of this bill saving one life, just one life, is worth more than the money that would be spent.
Now, gun advocates have long argued that Pennsylvania law is very clear. It's black and white, in fact, that the power to regulate firearms belongs to the state, not local governments. We're live tonight downtown on Grant Street. I'm Ralph Iannotti, KDKA News.